guys, welcome to the Be Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this podversation. I know so much has happened in the last several days with Jaguar Wright, and honestly, I have been exhausted and busy, and I just have not had a chance to really talk about it. But listen, the fact of the matter is, we know, for those who know, that Jaguar was arrested. She was allegedly arrested for theft of a rental vehicle. I don't know if it was with Hertz or Enterprise or Penske. I don't know which company. But listen. But she was arrested not long after she did the sit-down interview with Armar Wiggins. I definitely don't believe that had anything to do with it. But she talked about, as she does in a lot of her interviews, she talked about Tasha K. Now, this is what I want to say about this, because it was around the time when she was talking about Claudia Jordan being friends with Kathy White. And around that same time, that was when the journalist Liz Crokin came out to say that she wanted to have Jay-Z investigated just like they were investigating Diddy. She felt like Jay-Z had something to do with Kathy White's demise, and she had mentioned Claudia Jordan being her best friend. Now, when Tasha K was talking about it, and she also did an interview with Liz Crokin as well, Jaguar was called out by Claudia, and Claudia also called out Tasha K too. Now, Tasha K didn't accuse Claudia of doing anything. She just basically said that she seems to be really friendly with women that are mistresses. One, it was a joke, but two, it was a joke that had some, what, a lot of people feel like some truth to it, because there had been other people that she claimed to be friends with. And listen, that old saying, you are the company that you keep, a lot of people, they start to look at you that way. So that was a statement that Tasha K made. And then when Tasha K had mentioned it on her Instagram, or she played the clip, I should say, from when she did her live on her app, because that was actually from her app, and she was talking about Kathy White. Claudia went off on Tasha K in the comment section of that post on her Instagram. Well, the reason why I'm bringing all of this up is this. In the sit down that she did with Armar Wiggins, and I'm not going to play the clip. I don't feel like trying to find it, and you can listen to the whole interview if you want to find where she was talking about Tasha K in the clip. Tasha K did the Surviving Jaguar Wright series, okay? And she interviewed and spoke with family of Jaguar Wright. Jaguar, they said, is schizophrenic. Just because someone is schizophrenic does not mean that they always, like, everything they say is always a lie. So I'm not saying that. But they do definitely tell some stories. They feel like people are watching them, following them, that are not. Now, yes, she was in the industry, and I don't believe that everything that she is saying about everyone is a lie. But a lot of people give Jaguar, I feel like, just 100% she's telling the truth about everything because they want to believe it. This is what I'll say about that. Now, what I will say is, I do believe that she experienced some things in the industry. She saw some things. She was exposed to some things, and she knows some things. I will say that. And I do believe that the woman has talent. Obviously, she can sing. But do I believe everything that she says is true? I don't. And I'll be honest with you, one of the things that really made me believe that this woman is not being, you know, I don't even want to say she's dishonest, but I just believe she's telling stories because of the schizophrenia, is when she said the things about Tasha K. Because let's be clear, Tasha K does not have that type of pull in the industry to have this woman followed, have her car, I don't know, bombed or stolen, or get things to happen to her when she checks into a hotel and things like. Seriously, if sorry, I'm laughing because it's not funny, but it's just really ridiculous that people actually believe that. And I did talk about this before when I played the clip from the interview that she did with Real Life Street Productions, where she was talking about Tasha K having, and her team having things happen to her. And it was like, well, damn, if Tasha K has that type of pull, then how did she, how could she not get that type of pull to work out for her when it came to that case with Cardi B? And she actually said the same thing. So that's why I'm laughing. It's just like, when it comes to Jaguar Wright, multiple things can be true at the same time. Yes, she definitely was in the industry. Yes, I believe she knows some things, she saw some things, she experienced some things. But does that mean that everything that she says is the truth? No. And so the people that are like, they need to protect Jaguar Wright at all costs. Listen, I don't want anything to happen to her. I'm not out here rooting for her downfall or her demise, and I'm definitely not here rooting for her to be harmed in any type of way physically at all. That's not what I'm saying. But what I will also say is this: people just need to, know that it's not just because Jaguar ain't got no money and that's why people aren't suing her, because people are saying things like, well, if she was lying, then why aren't all these people suing her? That's just not even really how the legal system works. And I'm speaking, from the perspective of being someone who was in the legal field for 12 years. I was a legal assistant for 12 years ago. If everyone was suing everyone because someone lied on them, the court systems would stay packed and bogged down with minutia and these court cases. Someone filing a lawsuit. This person lied about me. I want to file a lawsuit for defamation of character. Child, please. The things that she has insinuated and said about Jesus, like, that goes back to what I say over and over and over again. Companies rarely sue individuals. Individuals more likely than not sue companies. Why? Because they have the money, the capital, the insurance policies to handle it. And even if the individual really does not have a case, sometimes, not all, but sometimes they will just settle the matter, cut them a little check so that they can go about their merry way, because it will in the long run cost them less to do that than to fight it out in court. Or even if it doesn't make it to court and you just go through mediation. Mediation isn't cheap, It's not like mediation is something where it's, years ago when I was in the legal field, and that was a long time ago, the mediator themselves cost a lot of money, and mediations, they usually last all day. But I digress. Just because everybody isn't suing Jaguar Wright doesn't mean that everything that she's saying about these people is true, because that's, I think, what a lot of people fail to realize. Because even sometimes when cases go through the court systems, it's not all the time that the person who quote unquote wins was the one that was in the right. Now, I just believe that because a lot of the things, especially with Diddy, have come out, a lot of people are just wanting to believe that everything Jaguar Wright says is true. But I'm not here to debate that with anyone. I'm not here to say that everything that she has said is a lie, but what I will say is she definitely is a great storyteller. I do believe her family when they say that she is schizophrenic and she has some issues mental health wise, and she is troubled in a lot of ways. And I'm not even here to say that there aren't some things going on in the industry where they just want to keep her mouth closed and shut her up. But if she took these people's vehicle, that is par for the course where they will file a warrant for the arrest of the person for the stolen property. I knew someone who worked in the car rental industry years ago, and you have people that rent cars. The cars that they rent are way more valuable than the car that they may have had in an accident. Let's, say for example, they were in a car accident and they were driving, I don't know, here we are now, 2024. So let's just say they were driving a 2010 Honda Civic, and the rental vehicle that they got to drive while their car is in the shop is a 2023, I don't know, whatever 2023 is better than what they had as a 2010, right? They get comfortable and cozy driving that car around. They only had a few days to drive it until their car got out of the shop, and they don't return it. They give them a certain period of time to turn the vehicle in, and when they don't, then that's what they do. They file it as a stolen property. It happens more often than you can think. So what happened to Jaguar Wright was something actually pretty common. So this isn't some conspiracy that they have out there to take her down. I don't care what Gene Deal or anybody else is out here saying. If she didn't keep the truck for longer than what she was supposed to, she didn't turn it in, this never would have happened. I don't know if something else would have happened to her, but what I'm saying is this was not a conspiracy. Okay? Jay-Z, Diddy, Mary J. Blige, whoever else had no involvement in this. Tasha K definitely didn't. Now Tasha K might be celebrating because she was out here saying all these things about her. You know what I mean? And so that's her. If she wants to do that, that's her prerogative. You can call it what you want, but it doesn't mean that she has something to do with her arrest. So I just wanted to talk about that because it's like when it comes to Jaguar Wright, multiple things can be true, okay? But I don't believe that this situation was some conspiracy to take her down. Like, that is pretty common. You could look around the country. There's so many situations right now where people have not turned in a vehicle to a rental car agency and they have to file a police report for stolen property. It happens a lot. Okay. So listen, I just wanted to talk about that real quick because I just thought it was pretty funny when I saw people, making comments like, we got to protect Jaguar Wright at all costs and all this other stuff. And it's like, child, she stole the vehicle. And I'm not even saying she did it intentionally. She probably she's broke. She needed the transportation. She probably had stuff in the back of the truck. Didn't have a storage unit to put it in. I don't know her life, and I really don't care. But I'm not saying that she did it intentionally to steal the vehicle. She probably just was like, I'm gonna get it back to them, and then all will be square when I'm able to get it back to them. And it just didn't happen. And they had to do what they had to do. It wasn't because it was Jaguar Wright. It could have been Susan Martin. Okay? So anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye. Maybe we're mistaken. Don't want to talk, don't want to see, don't want to feel it.